What's going on? Welcome, Kingsmen! I hope you guys are all doing well. Today we are playing, or not playing, but watching a Napoleon Total War 3 battle. 4v4, sent in by Warspite. This is a French-Denmark, French-Polish alliance going up against a, I believe, Russian, Denmark, or not Denmark, Russian, Sweden, Spain, and Austria. Now guys, unfortunately, I could not figure out how to do the free camera thing, so my camera cannot zoom out further than this. I restarted a couple times. I did something wrong. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to get the overview of the battles still. But the main action, I believe, is going to happen over on this side first. Over this river crossing, Russia is kind of just setting up, and they are moving towards this bridge, but of course so is France. France is moving up some dragoons. They know that Russia is over here. Now, of course, there is Sweden on this other side of the river, so they're not on both on the whatever direction that would be side of the river. So only the generals so far from Russia, but of course France is going to be taking on both these French armies. Probably going to take on Russia and Sweden. So Russia is pushing up some guys, getting prepared to hold this choke point. And I think France was trying to see if they could get in, maybe get a charge. I think he decided that that was not going to happen, as Russia was definitely prepared for him and may actually get a volley off. I don't know how close they are. But along the rest of the board, as you can see, just everybody's moving up. Denmark has taken the area around this one pointer, and Poland, the Polish Legion, are off on their own, kind of. Probably going to be facing off with Spain. Of course, Poland bringing a lot of Lancers, because Lancers are really good, for Poland at least. Let's not miss any action here, as now artillery's opening up, driving back France, taking a couple losses there. That's going to be a problem for France. And as you can see, Russia has formed up, holding this crossroads. It's not going to be very easy for France to push across. France, of course, wants to know if they can be able to push across, because Sweden's over here somewhere, as you can hear, and I'm sure they'll see someone pretty soon here. There's probably some cav right around here that they're just going to happen upon any second now. There they are. Alright, so some dragoons. I don't know much about the Swedish, to be honest. I don't know how good their dragoons are, but I would assume that... Oh, we got a cav charge. I guess the Russians decided to push across and regretted it immediately. So they're going to try to hold. A lot of cav from France coming up here. We have taken a building, sir. Not advised. So France has definitely been outnumbered right here for the time being. For the time being. So they're just going to probably hold off and see what happens. Russia is kind of doing a face-off where they're staring across at this massive cav force. Now, France is going to be getting shelled by Russian artillery, which is bad. They should probably pull their cav back or hide in the woods, because these artillery, this is a juicy target for them. France is still pushing. I think Austria and Sweden are going to be holding up together, so Denmark's probably... Denmark's going to be going for France. Or, oh my gosh. For Spain. And this will give the Polish Legion a chance to totally sweep in on the flank and destroy this Spanish army. Hey, like I said, it's not a replay of Kingston if you don't have a bunch of factions being called the wrong names. So we have some lights, which is an excellent strategy at this point. Sit back, shoot them down. Oh, here comes some cav from Russia. Oh my goodness, they aren't even noticing, unfortunately. And this Russian cav is going to go in and just slaughter these lights. They're going to do a countercharge, of course, but it's going to be too late. These French are going to definitely die, as, I don't know, I think the pathfinding for France was off, and they charged the wrong direction. So massive capture, some massive breakage from France, and Russia only lost 1 unit. Now, we do have Spain, make sure I'm saying that right. Spain is forming up to give battle against Denmark in this beautiful meadow, like in this massive field. Spain does know that the Legion is here, the Polish Legion, but nothing really happening there so far. Back over here, now it looks like Russia's getting some good shots off now. It'll pop up some excellent volleys against these guard who are going to deploy stakes, but they're going to get shot to pieces. And the Cav is going to charge again. This French player cannot handle how many times Russia has just rushed out. Russia's Russian, not Stalin this time. I'm sorry. I had to make the joke. You know, I had to. All right, so Sweden has not really pushed, and I have not even seen Austria yet. I think France is trying to see if Sweden is paying attention. Perhaps. Oh, we missed another. You know, over here it looks like France went in for a cab charge. I think they were met by some Spanish. So I would not do this if I was Spain. I would not push up knowing that Poland is right there. But, you know, maybe they think they can destroy Denmark before they get attacked in the flank by Poland. But they are pushing up. There's going to be a fight. Denmark is holding up with some artillery. Excellent positions for fighting. They can hold up in this grove of trees. Right now it's kind of quiet now. Both sides have kind of pulled back with Russia and France. I think France is trying to get their artillery in position. Yes, they are. Some artillery. They have a lot of artillery, actually, so they're going to get in position, and it's probably going to be an artillery duel for the time being. They do have some lights that came back, but where's their cav? I don't see the cav anywhere. I think they're decided they're going to push up. So the French faction is going to push up, see if they can't feel out Denmark. Over here, Spain is still being able to push up. Denmark just has cav there, so they're not going to really try to hold that tree line. They are shifting some infantry over, but for Spain, definitely it will have the number advantage. They're bringing some decent infantry, from what I understand. So they're probably just going to hold at this building for now. And, yeah. This artillery is doing some major work. But, of course, now Spain has artillery up, and it's going to be up to Poland to help out. So this artillery from Russia is doing major work against this French cav. This is something that I'd be pushing up with as Sweden. Trying to get the factions right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just stumbling over my words a little bit. So definitely, Sweden has an advantage. They can push up using this road. They have artillery right here and some solid artillery positions. Definitely would utilize that. So these guys are getting skirmished down, so I think they're going to push up a little bit, see if they can't get some volleys off on this light. But here is where the juicy fight is about to go off, I think. So Denmark is prepared. They're preparing. You can see them all lining up. Artillery are kind of duking it out right now. And Spain is kind of shifting away from Poland and shifting their forces more towards Denmark, which is pretty wise in them. You don't know where the rest of their infantry is. They have a decent amount of lights they're able to utilize. So artillery is kind of getting some solid kills all from one another. Still not a whole lot of movement on this side. We have, you're starting to see some more people from Sweden. Some artillery in an excellent position with some stakes. Backing them up, starting to shell the position of France. Russia is starting to get some shots off. They're just forming up on the other side of this river. I think they are just going to hold position. Maybe just hold this choke point with a couple of infantry. Maybe they're sending more. I saw some more over here, so maybe they're sending some to reinforce Sweden. It looks like France is about to... Yeah, France is about to attack, but Denmark is swinging on this flank. I would have sent more guys this way so that Poland can just push majorly. But Poland, I believe, is pushing. No? Poland is just waiting here. I don't know what is going on here, but I would not be waiting. That's the waste of a whole army. You could hit Spain with 2 armies. Although Austria is probably headed over that direction because they know about it. A good player would do that. France is advancing. They're not going to get the first volley off because they are advancing. Look how glorious that looks. Just for a second, guys. Look at that. Okay, so they are falling back because good old Sweden popped a massive bunch of volleys off, making them regret it, littering, well, not that many dead, but making them fall back and rethink their whole strategy there. Over here, not a whole lot still. I think they both have decided they're just going to keep an eye on this choke point for now and just keep shelling each side, and then they're just pushing up the rest of their infantry over here. Denmark, okay. So here is Spain. Spain actually has a lot of troops. They brought a lot of troops to this battle. That's a lot. But it looks like the lights are forming up. Gonna get some shots off on Denmark. Denmark's trying to reorganize their line, and Poland needs to help out. Now, France has decided to attack Denmark, who has the advantage of the tree line, and they're going to get this whole battle going. I don't know who actually has the advantage when it comes to French versus Swedish. But so far, it's pretty even line battle. Now, there are a lot of cav, and Sweden does have the advantage when it comes to cav. These guys can't form squares, so they're probably on the flank for that reason. France, I would not... They're definitely going to be falling back a little bit. Oh, the 4th coalition. Okay, this isn't Austria, guys. My apologies. I didn't look close enough. This is the 4th coalition, which I think is a mixture of a couple different factions. Okay, so I missed a cav charge, I think. No, I didn't. That's just from an old cav engagement. So, artillery... No, some dragoons are routing. France is kind of... Oh, I hear a cav charge. Denmark going in, and these guys did not form square. That's unfortunate. An excellent charge by Sweden. And they're probably going to pull this off. Unfortunately, these guys are going to break, and they're trying to rush to save. They don't have enough cav. And France is going to break. France has only 4 units. And I think the cav is going to try to go for another charge. These guys better form square. They're about to get charged in the flank. These guys are tired. Okay, he did form square. Good, good. I was like, please form square. Alright, so still just an artillery duel. These Russians actually are getting chewed to pieces from this superior French artillery. It looks like, yep, Russia is going to try to sneak over here and support this Swedish force. This 4th coalition is sending up some troops. It looks like some Germans, some Prussians almost. Just bounce over here real fast. Denmark and Spain still haven't really started this battle off. I think they're still hesitant to. Poland is pushing up. Poland is being very, very, very laid back. They're not being very aggressive. I would be a little more aggressive at this point. You can't really just, you know, you need to put pressure. Denmark needs to be sit down. Okay, I hear cav. So, the 4th coalition has a general. They're going up with some cav against French. These Royal Dragoons, it's against some Hussars, which aren't going to do as well, but because the general's there, they may actually be able to break this French cav, but their French is maybe they're throwing in some more. They're probably going to throw in some more. The thing is, the Dragoons are definitely winning. These Hussars are not going to do well against this cavalry. And he's pulling his general back wisely. France is falling back a little bit, trying to reform. Now they have some cav over here. Denmark, look at this though. Spain is almost behind France. So Denmark needs to be a little more aggressive. So they did break their cav. But these guys definitely have a lot of losses, and they're probably still going to break because they're getting charged in the back by some more reinforcements. And, ooh, we got some heavy French cav going against some, I wouldn't say not so good Swedish cav. So, unless they can charge in the flank with their lifeguard, France is definitely going to take this. This is heavy cav, folks. This is going to destroy Sweden's cav. As more cav is now going in, France is just trying to win this side if they can, and I think they're going to. This lifeguard, oof, I hope they can beat them. Infantry going up. Sweden lost a ton of cav there. Still just artillery duel over here, and it looks like we're going to have a line battle. Nope, they're falling back. Okay, so the cav engagement then is still going on. Oh, some infantry from France charged this 4th coalition, making them break. And it looks like this will be, most part, a win for France. They have the majority of the cav, although 4th Coalition has some light cav. So I think they're trying to break these lifeguard, who was only 23 of them. Unfortunately, that's a major loss for Sweden, as that is a really good cav unit for them. And France managed to save their Kirschgeskers. I pronounced that totally wrong, I know. Oh, wait. What if... Oh. Okay, so France is getting some volleys off on this 4th Coalition. They do have the numbers against France, so it's anyone's game at this point. Still just nothing over here. I mean, that's actually okay, I guess. Denmark actually has this road. They could punch through and totally separate France, or totally separate Spain from their allies. Poland still, as you can see on the mini-map, Poland still hasn't pushed up. They need to. They need to get into this fight. As still just skirmishing over here, guys. This is just, yeah, you can see they're just punching holes in this Russian artillery. They have a lot of reserves here. I think they're hidden, but France, I think, has decided, you know what, we're going to go for Sweden. We're going for Sweden. We're going to attack Sweden. Denmark has put some cav in the center to kind of back up for when France lost their cav. And I think Spain is actually trying to fall back to not get separated from their allies, making it a massive line battle. If they use this river, they will not get flaked. I hear some cav going in, some heavy cav going in. The coalition was not prepared. Excellent charge, following up some infantry. They're probably going to break the little center here, making a gap. Their general is super close to inspire the men to not break. These heavy cav are definitely going to do a lot of damage here. And yep, they're following it up with some Legion, some Polish Legion, I believe this is. Going to charge those guys in, do a bayonet charge while they're unprepared, and this 4th Coalition is in trouble on their center. I'd say, well, more on the left flank. But yeah, they're breaking and men are wavering. This general is going to inspire them. At the same time, Sweden is trying to reform, and here goes Russia over here forming up to kind of protect their flank. Spain has... No, not Spain. France has punched a hole in this 4th Coalition. They sent some Polish Legion, which are going to be a very, very good against this reserve infantry line. And yep, they're going to start breaking the 4th Coalition. In one unit, guys. This Polish, yep. Here comes some more infantry. And this line battle is definitely being engaged. These cav are doing tons of work. The general's inspiring them. I think he's going to get them out of there because they are just doing so well. And this infantry, oh, don't shoot your own guys. Please don't. Over here, this line still hasn't happened, but Denmark went in for a cav charge. Both sides breaking. France has some Lancers ready. These guys have an excellent charge bonus, so we'll see what happens. France doesn't have a whole lot, but they're doing mighty work against this 4th Coalition, who seems a little bit disorganized. They're even shooting their fellow countrymen in the back. So they need to reform their line. These guys are going to be getting the friendly fire on each other. I think... Oh, so Denmark is going in for a cav charge, but Spain was watching. I think they're going to fall back, but not before maybe they get volleyed. And, okay, good. So Poland is going over here, guys. They are following up. Oh, no, Denmark did go in for a cav charge. This is not going to do well for them, as these guys aren't in melee, and that's an exploitation, unfortunately. They keep shooting even when they're in melee. This is just a mess for the 4th Coalition. They are just... It's a mess. Denmark's sending some troops to reinforce. This is a small French force, and they are just pushing. I love the aggressive push that France has. They're just pushing forward, pushing men, bayonet charging like crazy. Over here, Russia and France are kind of just starting to fight it out. Massive line battle. France does have advantage of some cav on this side, and they have infantry hidden, which could easily swing around and hit this Russian army, as this Russian army is definitely pushing out, and they're trying to swing and encircle this one Russian army that's been doing so much damage. Oh, they have artillery. Super close. And it's going to do some damage. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. So, Spain is preparing for the Polish Legion to attack their flank. Denmark isn't really engaged anymore. Denmark's actually come over, which is wise, to help this French army. This French unit is still charging in, breaking units left and right. Oh, they're going for a general. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, unfortunately, for them. But there's a massive hole. This 4th Coalition is so disorganized right now. Russia is pushing up, as they have even broken some infantry units, and France is falling back. Also, it looks like Sweden is pushing up on this flank, encircling this army, and France is in trouble now. France definitely, they've done a ton of damage, but they are definitely in trouble. They are going to need to fall back a little bit. They need to fall back, I'd say. Oh, they're going to lose this artillery, which I think they're worried about losing it. Yeah. Russia is being super aggressive. They're following it up. Oh. So, the Polish Legion is engaging Spain. And Denmark is assisting them. So, Spain is only using a part of their line. Of course, they could swing and hinge over, but Denmark is starting to push to keep them from flanking. Cav, I think, is going to be going in for a charge. I don't know on who. I think they're going to try to go in for a cav charge. Yes, they are. Going in for a cav charge on these guys, which is probably going to cause them to break. Spain is, of course, sending up some cav to try to cover their side at the center. Excuse me. Talking too much, and now my mouth is all dry. So Spain... Oh! Nope. Not going to call them Spain. France waiting for a cav charge. They're trying to save this other French army. They're sending in cav. They're starting to break Russia. Russia does not have any cav, so this is an excellent opportunity, as these guys cannot form square. These French cav definitely could go and punch some holes. France over here is definitely in trouble, and I think they're starting to break. They are starting to run. There's just too many. Excellent stand by this French army. I think they did a ton of damage. This other French army is starting to break this line, as Russia is starting to get into trouble. Definitely in trouble, folks. Poland is pushing on Spain's flank. Denmark is right here. They should do a bayonet charge. They're about to get volleyed. They're probably not noticing it. They're about to get volleyed. Yeah, they're gonna die so fast. They're gonna run. It's very unfortunate. One more volley is also gonna... Yeah, they're dead. They're gone. Unfortunately. So over here, you got some lights. You got Denmark coming at the perfect time to reinforce. Make sure this French army doesn't get flanked. I think... Yep, this cav from France has totally destroyed... Oh, no, some cav from France pushed in, but the Russians were watching, ever vigilant. And now they're going to, I think, do a cav charge of their own. Rushing in. Nope. They're going to fall back. This line battle is just getting underway. Sweden is broken this French army. The 4th Coalition still looking a little disorganized. I wonder if an AI took over, although they'd be a little more aggressive, I think. And France... Or... The Polish and the Spanish are going toe-to-toe. Have some excellent placement of some artillery on the flank. Is just going to start blasting this line infantry. You can actually go down a line, and yeah, they're totally blasting this Spanish. Denmark's trying to save, but Spain is actually starting to flank. Oh, a general died for France, unfortunately, but his army was broken. Oh, Cav are going in for it, guys. Some Cav charging in. Who is going to win this battle? I think that Russia has the advantage here. They're going to have to start sending over some more infantry just to reinforce this line. France is getting too strong as their Cav breaks, and now this infantry is in trouble. This infantry is definitely in trouble. They're going to get some volleys off. These guys can't form square. I believe these are Swiss infantry. No, these guys are pushing forward, going for some more infantry. Russia is definitely pushing their advantage, as is Sweden. Sweden is pushing up. Denmark is now entered the battle, fighting two factions at once. Poland is trying to fight, going toe-to-toe still with Spain. Spain has the number advantage. I don't know how the infantry is, but... Alright, Poland is going in for a Cav charge on the flank. I don't think they noticed them until it's too late. And these are Polish Lancers, guys. These guys have an excellent charge. They probably did a ton of damage against the Spanish line. More Polish Cav going in. This is beautiful. Massive game changer. Going in for some Cav in the flank. If they can rout them and hit some line infantry, this is going to throw confusion into Spain. And this may be what Poland needed in order to win this. Denmark, I think, is going to have to pull back. They're going to be surrounded. France is kind of pulling back. They're trying to recover after Russia kind of just threw them. Although they have... Okay, so Denmark, or not Denmark, Sweden is going in, flanking this French force. They're getting shot to pieces by artillery. Denmark is going to have to probably fall back. That's the only thing you can do. You're taking on two factions at once. Over here, that Cav charge did massive damage, guys. Even the back lines are getting hit by Polish Lancers. I think they... Nope. They're still there fighting the good fight, and Spain has lost. Although they are encircling. Look at this. They are encircling this Polish unit. They're breaking so fast, but they just keep being encircled. So they need to readdress their line, maybe use the tree line. Denmark is calling the retreat. France, this is a last-ditch effort. Glorious last stand by France, as Russia is going to just encircle them. Also, Russia finally pushing out here. Yep, they pushed out majorly. And France has nothing left over here. This is probably, I think this is a losing battle now, as it's Denmark is going to have to go toe-to-toe with the Fourth Coalition. Now, Spain, this battle is not even halfway over, though, so you never know. But Spain is pushing up. Poland is falling back. They are in trouble a little bit. More Cav, I think, going in, probably. They did an excellent job. Look at all the smoke just drifting away from this battlefield.
Our men are running.
Oof. So some Cav charge in, some Lancers from Poland, trying to break this Spanish as they are losing. Poland is in trouble now, guys. Poland just has, I think, probably an elite army. Elites with like 5, 6 E's. This glorious last stand. Look at all the dead. Look at all the death and destruction. RIP France. They tried. They just got totally surrounded by Russia. The thing is, I think the Russian, Swedish armies, they just brought more men. These guys are getting shot to pieces. This battle is not going to last much longer. Denmark is still trying to reform, I think. I don't think they know what they're doing yet. What their plan of attack is. France is pushing up. No, not France. Okay. Okay, seriously, Kingston, you need to get your factions right. So this is going to give a morale boost for Spain, as they have infantry in the back lines. Polish Cav going in. I think they're trying to go in for another Cav charge here. I don't know who. Oh, they're going for the general. Sneaking in for the general. That is an excellent attack. I love the aggressive ploy by them. Over here, Denmark is still fighting the good fight. Charging in, trying to rout these lights. And France is gone over here. It's over. Unfortunately. And that will be the Spanish general, I believe. Yep, it's killed the Spanish general. So I don't think they have enough men, though, to hold off, unfortunately. And look at that. Russia victory. Now Sweden is pushing up. This battle has just been bloody. Beyond all comprehension. Just bloody. These Polish cav are just destroying Spain still. This is crazy. And Poland doesn't even have that much left. They have like nothing left. But they are still doing work. And oh, look at this. Poland's right there. They are breaking. Spain just has too many men. Everywhere. It's up to Denmark, I think, at this point. But they are about to be surrounded by vastly superior units. But they will hold. Look at that. You have some men rushing. This is gorgeous. You see them pushing up. And the 4th Coalition is out for blood. I think they're just going to continue to push up. They're getting volleyed as they push up, though. And that's kind of their... Oh, France is totally gone. Oh, we have some infantry charging in. Yes, we do. Some bayonet charge. Yep, another bayonet charge as these guys are going to be fighting for survival at this point. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out well for the 4th Coalition. No, they're okay. They're sending in some more troops. I think they're just trying to bring this battle to a quick close. Poland is, for the most part, gone. They just have some artillery and 1 unit of infantry. That's about it. So this battle we have over here. Look at this. This is where the heat is, guys. Denmark is breaking this 4th Coalition. Just going at it. And they are going to break. They are going to break. And now Denmark has the initiative. And they are going to do a bayonet charge of their own, I suspect. Yep, they're going to do a bayonet charge of their own. Attacking these guys in the flank. But I don't think it's going to be enough, unfortunately. Maybe not. I mean, but still. I mean, Sweden is right here. This is just how long can Denmark last at this point. Which, there's no shame in that, of course. But, Sweden is just staring down. They're like, look at that. Oh, you can even see in the smoke. Glorious. Advancing to the attack. Denmark is starting to break. Not a whole lot really to cover strategically at this point. Yeah, this is just going to be a clear-cut victory over there. And here goes the last-ditch effort as Denmark is starting to break. Denmark is just mass breaking. Well played for a little while. I don't know why it's saying that there's so much time left. Maybe it's just a glitch because it's a mod. I don't know. But yeah, Denmark's just kind of chewing up here. Now they're just getting a lot of kills. That's mainly what's going on here. I would just say advance, you know? You have the advantage. I mean, what's going to happen? Do you think this whole army's going to defeat you? You know? They're just still forming up a little bit. This has actually been a shorter battle, too, because obviously it's... Unless Denmark holds out for a very ridiculously long point in time. This is the last stand of Denmark. They, of course, wavering. I mean, I would too. Look at that. Mass breakage, being attacked from another side. The flashes, guys, of just the musket fire, or the rifle fire, is just glorious. And I think Russia just doesn't care anymore. They're just... Russia's like, whatever. We don't care. I mean, sure, we'll... Oh, okay, yes, they are pushing forward. It's not going to matter, though. As they fire into their comrades.
Our men are running.
So it looks like Poland finally, I think, is breaking. They got bayonet charged. This one unit, my goodness. They're out on their own, and they're still fighting. I'm really surprised. I'm just going to fast forward to this point because I think that's the game, basically. They're holding for a very long time. Oh, you got a... No, not a bayonet charge, but... Look at that sun. That's glorious. Glorious. Glorious battlefield. Okay, they are breaking now. They should be breaking now. How are they holding on so long? They're about to get bayonet charged, aren't they? They're like within talking distance of each other. Like, yeah, no, have a great time. Bye. I don't even get it. I don't even understand what happened here. What is this? Fourth Coalition, you have some explaining to do. Like, seriously. That's not gonna matter. They're gonna pour a volley or two into these guys, and it's not gonna matter. It won't matter. They are... How are they so confident? How are they so confident? They're isolated. How are these guys holding on so long? Like, they're legitimately getting fired in the flank. And I'm just fast forwarding at this point, guys, because this is ridiculous. Does this unit hold on that long? Okay, come on. This can't be real. Yeah, okay, so now they're bayonet charging them. So now they're running, and that should be game. Unless they have some crazy units hiding somewhere, which I don't think so. So like I said, this one was sent in by Warspite. Well played on both sides. Unfortunately, Poland, I think, could have gotten sooner, maybe been supported a little bit more by Denmark. But, you know, you learn as you play, as you guys probably know. I was doing some streaming yesterday, playing some Napoleon Total War 3, and it's a massive learning curve, guys, but I would encourage you. I'm going to leave a link in the description of the new players mod, or Discord, which is for Napoleon Total War 3, guys. They have a lot of knowledge in that Discord, so I definitely encourage you to check it out. If you're not subscribed and you want to help me reach my new goal of 100, I'm being ambitious now. 100, guys, we can do it. We're at 61. I believe in you. And I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you all in another video.